Okay, so I just want you to remember that this entire session has been facilitated by you, by your higher self, by your spirit team to bring you the energy that you need today at this point in your healing journey. Even events that are often perceived negatively, like technological issues, noise disruptions, the connection cutting out, they're all being brought into your awareness for a beautiful and divine reason. And so that being said, even if our connection drops or the session is otherwise disrupted, it's okay. No need to stress, no need to worry. The first thing that I want you to do is take a deep breath, send gratitude to your team in advance for helping you to resolve the issue. And then you can just reconnect with the same link that you used to get into the session the first time. No worries and no stress. I want you to take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing in beautiful, healing source energy and exhaling any limiting thoughts, beliefs, or worries. Anything that is no longer serving you, just releasing it, letting it go. Breathing in and out. In and out. Today, we're calling in pure source energy, galactic beings, ancestors, spirit guides, and soul family that are of pure intention and beautiful healing source energy, knowing that we are both divinely protected as we move through the session, asking our protector guides, both light and dark, our angels, and our spirit team, to be present, to hold space, to provide us with an energetic boundary as we move into your healing space in the quantum, feeling the ultimate protection of divine source energy surrounding us, comforting, peaceful, and safe. Relaxing into the knowingness that we are divinely protected as we move through this session, sending gratitude to our teams for providing this protection as we explore the quantum field for the remainder of this session. I want you to imagine your heart is breathing air in and out. Each breath in through your heart, bringing you one step closer to total relaxation. In and out. Your chest rising and falling as the air moves from your heart throughout your entire body, your entire beingness, in and out. Your heart is the center for everything that you are. Love, healing, and peace all start in your heart. As your heart moves that air throughout your body, it's moving love, healing, and peace throughout your entire beingness. The healing has already started. Your channel, your ability to allow divine energy to flow is now open. Breathing in and out in your heart and your entire being. In and out. Beautiful, healing, loving. In and out. Peace, stillness, beingness. Today, you are ready to address your frequent need to urinate, any blockages preventing you from accessing your higher self, and your anger. Whatever the divine would like you to know about those topics, you're open to receiving that energy and information with love and gratitude today. Is that right? As you process the information in our session today, you will likely do it by seeing it, knowing it, or feeling it. Other avenues may open up as well, possibly hearing, but just trust that the way it comes through is exactly the way that it's meant to present for you, your unique journey and healing experience today in our time together. This information is ever present. It's always available. Sometimes we convince ourselves that it's not. We say, I don't see anything. I don't hear anything. I guess it isn't working. But that energy is there. It wants to connect with you, and you want to connect with it. Isn't that right?
Yes.
If you find yourself wanting to say that you can't see, hear, or otherwise perceive the information today, I want you to take a minute, pause, relax, think about all of the beautiful energy that you created while preparing for this session. The color purple, swinging in a hammock, fruit salad, the smell of fresh rain. These things are not merely thoughts. They are not just imagination. You used your connection to all of those beautiful experiences to create a space in the quantum field that is uniquely yours. It encompasses the energy of balance, of light and dark, feminine and masculine, yin and yang, earth and space, balance. I will ask for permission before speaking with your higher self. And sometimes it might feel a little bit awkward or silly to say yes, especially if your conscious mind is still present. But saying yes is just an important step. It moves you from one part of the session to another. So there's no need to worry about not doing it right or not being fully in your higher self energy. Saying yes just allows your higher self to fully step forward, allows your conscious mind to fully step back. I want you to remember that every bit of energy that you need to heal, you've already called in to assist you. It all exists within the beautiful, comfortable, safe space that you created for this session today. It's your personal healing space in the quantum, and you're in it right now, aren't you?
Yes.
How does it feel to be in your own healing space?
Wonderful.
Oh, good. Well, I want you to remember that with each transition through your senses and through the different earth elements, you'll fall deeper and deeper into your relaxed state. As we progress through the experiences of vision, hearing, taste, earth, wind, and fire, your conscious mind will relax more and more, slowly stepping back until your higher self has fully stepped forward to facilitate healing and provide answers. Each transition brings you closer and closer to being in the perfect altered state of consciousness for your higher self to step forward. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Nice, very nice. I want you to remind me of the 3 sigils that you picked out for love, healing, and your higher self. Love is a big old grizzly bear, right?
Yes.
Healing is purple flowers,
Yes.
and your higher self is an antique key.
Yes.
Excellent. During our session today, I want you to carry a box or a bag or a purse with you on your journey. When we start out, it's empty. As you open yourself up to the energy of healing, unconditional love, and your higher self, those sigils will appear in your bag. I'll ask you to check your bag. every so often to see which sigils are present. You may see them, feel them, or just know that they're present. What does your bag look like? Can you describe it for me?
It was a medium box, and there was a smooth round stone in the middle of it, almost like obsidian.
Yeah. Perfect. That's wonderful. You'll carry that box with you as we move through our session today. Just checking it every so often to see which sigils are present. And now, just follow my voice, allowing your conscious mind to take a break today, fully stepping back, allowing your higher self to come forward, relaxing, breathing, being, allowing your higher self to fully step forward. Now, I want you to think about the visuals that bring you so much comfort and peace. The baking area, station in your kitchen, the color purple, and bears, particularly grizzly bears, just observing, peaceful and calm. It feels so relaxing, doesn't it?
Yes.
And now I want you to think about how much you love the sound of waves crashing down on the beach, the sound of rain, and world music. Just enjoying those beautiful, peaceful sounds. And next, imagining the scent of the earth after it rains, freshly baked goods, breads, desserts, and sunscreen. You're just taking it all in. So relaxing, so peaceful, so beautiful. And now, moving on to taste. Fruit salad, chocolate, Mexican rice and beans. They're so delicious, so comforting, aren't they?
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and check into your box that you're carrying, getting into it, looking, just feeling into it, or knowing what's present. Do you feel the presence of a big old grizzly bear?
No, the key is there.
Oh, perfect. Your higher self is here. That's beautiful. There's lots of time for the unconditional love and the healing to show up. Your higher self is here now. And they'll continue to walk with us through this journey. Next, I want you to imagine yourself sitting in a sauna, sweating, releasing anything it is that you're ready to release. Just letting it all go. And feel yourself swinging in a hammock and also being completely submerged in a body of water, floating and swimming in a huge body of water. There's so much love and so much peace, isn't there?
Yes.
Next, I'd like you to see yourself outside, enjoying Mother Earth, laying on the ground, waiting for the first few drops of rain to smell that beautiful earthy scent right after a fresh rain. What else would you be able to see, hear, and feel in that beautiful outdoor space?
The crisp air.
Yeah. What does it feel like to be outside, just enjoying that smell, enjoying the rain?
Relaxing.
Good, good. That's perfect. And now I want you to see yourself with friends and loved ones standing around a ring of fire for warmth, laughing, joking, enjoying your time with them, enjoying that beautiful heat, that beautiful energy radiating from the fire. And then being completely submerged in a body of water, floating around Lake Tahoe, taking in the smell of the pine trees, the beautiful blue water, the mountains, just enjoying it. So comforting, so peaceful, floating around Lake Tahoe, isn't it? Perfect. And now I want you to see yourself hanging clothes up on a clothesline outside, watching the breeze gently move the clothes around in the wind, just serving, peaceful. And then you realize that just like magic, the breeze is also lifting you up. It's such a wonderful feeling. You feel so protected, so safe. You're allowing it to carry you, drifting and floating away, going exactly where your higher self wants you to go today, bringing you to the most important time, the most important space. Your higher self is guiding you. You're getting closer and closer to this space, becoming more and more clear where it is that you've gone. And as you arrive, you find yourself drifting gently down to the surface, to this place where your higher self wanted you to go today. And now I want you to take a look around at this space that you're in and tell me what the first thing is that you see or notice, feel, or understand about this space that you're in.
It's a purple castle.
Yeah.
And there's woods everywhere, but everything is purple.
What does the energy feel like in this space?
I feel like I'm home. I feel like I want to cry. I'm very happy.
Yeah. Why don't you look down at your body, look down at your feet, and tell me what it is that you see when you look down at your feet, your legs. Tell me about your clothes, what your body looks like.
I don't see anything.
And that's okay. You may not have a physical body at all. What does the energy of this space feel like to you?
It's almost vibrating.
Yeah.
Like there's so much energy.
What does it feel like to have that energy moving through your beingness?
I feel recharged. It's like a wave of light going through me. I can literally feel it. The wave starts from the tip of my head and it goes all the way down to my toes in one swoosh.
Yeah. Sounds like energizing and it sounds like cleansing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you move yourself up towards the castle that you mentioned, taking yourself to right outside the castle, and tell me what it is that you notice as you are standing right in front of this beautiful purple castle.
Grass. The grass is the only thing that's not purple. It's green. And it's very dewy. There's a million little raindrops just all over the grass.
I wonder why the grass is not purple when everything else is.
And it's just in front of the castle, too. It's just the grass in front of the castle. Everything else I know in my heart everything else in this world is purple, except the grass right there.
Yeah, right. Are you able
It's
to,
beautiful though. It's such a beautiful, vibrant shade of green.
does it feel like there are any other beings or people around in this space, maybe in the castle or in the woods?
I'm alone.
Mm. And is this castle your home, or is this someplace you're visiting?
Oh, it's my home.
Hmm.
I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and go on inside of the castle and tell me what it is that you see and notice when you get inside of the castle?
I noticed the cobblestone, and I know there are things inside of the castle, but I can't see them.
I wonder why you're not able to see them.
It's like I don't even need objects. Like it's just a stone, cobblestone castle. I don't have a body. I don't have things to interact with.
It's interesting that you're in such a beautiful but physical, tangible place if you don't have a body with which you can experience it and enjoy it.
I see stairs. There are multiple stairs. There are
Yeah.
multiple ways to go throughout the castle.
Mhm. Why don't you follow whatever staircase or path seems to be the most relevant to you in this journey, and tell me what it is that you see as you move through the castle.
It's never ending.
Is this where you spend most of your time in this lifetime?
Yes.
And what is it that you spend most of your time doing when you're in the castle?
Being a leader.
A leader of who or what?
I, I feel like it's almost like a kingdom, like, and I'm the princess. But it's not quite like that dynamic. Princess is the wrong word. I feel like I help lead the people there, or the beings that are there. The people doesn't sound right. I feel like I am placed in a higher place of importance in this area.
And where are the other beings that you help to lead?
They're far away. They're in the same planet. They're far away in a valley. I can see a valley.
And why is it that you can't be in the same place with them in that valley?
Oh no.
I wonder why it is that you guys have to stay separated, or is it a coincidence that you're not in the same place?
Maybe it's a coincidence. There's a bear now. There's a bear.
Where's the bear at? What's he doing?
He came out of the woods and he's in that green patch of grass.
Is this bear familiar?
Yeah. His name is Taz.
Who is Taz?
He is my spirit animal.
Do you spend a lot of time with Taz at this castle?
Oh, yes. He is very familiar.
What kinds of things does Taz help you with?
He's my friend. We play.
Yeah.
And he guides me down to the valley.
Does he keep you safe as you go down to the valley?
Oh, yes. Very safe.
And what do the two of you do when you get down to the valley?
We rejoice. We laugh. We have fun with everybody else.
And what kind of work or tasks do you do while you're in the valley?
All that came up was water.
What do the other beings that you're going there to be with, what do they look like?
They're small orbs of light.
And what do you spend your time doing while you are in the valley with Taz?
We walk around. We observe things. That's what we do. We just walk around. We soak up the happy energy.
Do you stay for very long?
Yeah.
How do you know when it's time to go back to the castle?
Taz tells me it's time to go.
Is there any sort of ceremony or ritual when you leave?
Oh,
And do you make this journey back and forth between the valley and the castle very often?
yes. It's what I live for.
Why is it that you can't just stay in the castle or stay at the valley?
The castle is my special place. I don't think anyone else is allowed there.
And what is it that you do while you're at the castle?
Sure. I just wait until Taz comes.
Is there anything else about this scene that feels important or worth mentioning?
No, just that there's purple everywhere.
Well, I want you to imagine that you are drifting away from that scene now, drifting and floating away, leaving the castle and those beings and Taz behind for now. You're drifting and floating through space and time, headed toward your next destination. And you notice as you're moving through space and time that you are being accompanied on this trip. You see the beautiful divine masculine energy of Pa from Little House on the Prairie moving with you. And you also see Miss Honey moving with you through all of space and time. Miss Honey bringing her beautiful, balanced, divine feminine energy, and Pa bringing his beautiful, supportive, and protective masculine energy, supporting you, protecting you as you move toward the next space, the next experience that your higher self wants you to have. And you can see it slowly now coming into focus as you're moving, slowing down with Pa and Miss Honey still accompanying you, watching this next space, this next experience becoming clearer and clearer as you drift slowly down to the surface. Looking around now, taking it all in, and telling me the first thing that you hear or see or understand as you get used to this new space that you're in.
It's pretty dark. I'm underwater. It's like I'm on the ocean floor, but it's not that deep.
What does it feel like to be under that water?
eerie.
Are you able to move? Are you mobile or are you just in one place?
Yeah. Can move.
What does it feel like to be underneath all of that water?
Very strange.
Does it feel like you're down there of your own choice, or does it feel like it was not necessarily your choice to be down there?
It's not my choice. I've been here before in my dreams.
Does it feel like you're there to do some sort of work, like with an intention that you're there?
Yeah.
And what is it that you're there to do?
Not sure. I'm kind of looking at the masculine and feminine energy confused. And they're looking at me confused. It's almost like, Emily, you already know why you're here.
Yeah. Why don't you ask to be shown the work it is that you're doing while you're in this space? Just ask to receive clarity about what it is that you're doing and allow that message to come through.
They brought me over to, it looks like a farming bed, like a gardening bed in the ocean, on the ocean floor. Like I'm supposed to farm something or nourish something or harvest something.
Then why don't you set the intention to see or understand what it is that you're tending to here?
It's not very clear. I can kind of, it's almost like the same little balls of light, but I'm not sure if it's like souls or feelings.
Yeah. And what exactly is it that you do to tend to them when you come?
I bring them to the surface.
And what is the purpose or the reason that they get brought to the surface?
To have freedom, to be released.
And where do they go once they're released?
I can't find them again.
What is it that these souls or these forms of consciousness, what is it that they do for the world when they get released?
They bring happiness. They bring that light with them because it was concentrated in a ball and then it's brought to the surface and it pops and expands and goes everywhere.
What form do they take when they expand and go everywhere?
They disappear. It's almost just implied that they become everything at that point.
Is there a connection at all between these garden beds, basically, on the bottom of this body of water? Is there any connection between these garden beds and divine feminine energy?
No,
Is there a connection with divine masculine energy?
yes.
What is that connection?
It's going to be hard work in order to release. I have to put in hard work, hard, intensive labor.
And what is it that you will end up releasing after your hard work?
Resentment.
Who or what do you hold resentment towards?
The people on earth.
Where does that resentment come from?
I feel a pressure in my head.
Where is the pressure at?
It's kind of towards the back, top almost.
Is that the energy of your resentment asking to be released and let go of?
Yes.
There's probably a part of you that wants to hold on to it since you've held on to it for so long. What, why is it that you've been holding on to that resentment up until now?
Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to come back to Earth or not.
You decided to come anyway, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did you decide to come?
For my own spiritual growth.
Maybe that resentment has been held onto because you've been feeling like you only came back to help other humans on Earth, but in reality, you did come back for your own experience and your own growth.
Yeah. I'm frustrated I haven't helped others the way I intended to.
Oh, so maybe that resentment is also being anchored in because of your own expectations. Maybe you feel guilt for not helping in the way that you thought you would thus far. And so that guilt is really fueling the resentment that you feel for being on Earth. I think that this would be a good place to ask for your higher self to step forward. So I'm going to have you envision a portal opening up, just a beautiful, shimmering, large portal right in front of you. I want you to see yourself stepping through that portal. And when you get to the other side, your higher self will be fully present, loving and welcoming. She'll be ready to fully step forward in your session, helping to answer questions and bring healing and understanding. I want you to see yourself stepping through that portal of divine, beautiful, healing source energy, moving through space and time, finding yourself slowly moving toward your higher self, floating gently. Do I have permission to speak with Emily's higher self?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Can you tell me a little bit more about Emily's feelings of resentment for being here on Earth again and what she can do to let go of them?
She has to talk to as many people as possible and gather as much evidence as she can here on Earth about
Oh,
human experience.
That's part of her purpose in being here, is understanding and documenting the human experience.
Yes.
Is she recording this information for the collective that she belongs to in the lifetime that she saw?
Yes. The purple planet.
Yeah. Where is that purple planet located?
They don't want to. They don't want to say.
That's okay. Do humans have a name for this planet?
No,
Why is it that humans are of any interest to this collective?
we don't experience pain or like we don't experience the human experiences of being human. It's it's just peace all the time.
Is pain and discomfort, sadness, anger, etc., are those experiences that your people, your collective, finds to be valuable or at least worth researching?
Yes.
What what is it about misery or pain or just having awful, horrible experiences? What is it about that your collective finds to be valuable and worth looking into?
Spiritual growth here on earth is a lot faster because of those experiences. It's not as fast on that planet.
I suppose that is one of the gifts that the darkness brings is accelerated growth.
Yes.
How many times has Emily incarnated on Earth as part of the mission for her, for this collective that she belongs to?
Never.
Oh, is this her first incarnation?
Yes.
She's never had an Earth lifetime before this?
Never.
Oh, no wonder it's so hard. Are there any other beings from her collective that are also incarnated right now?
No. That's why she feels alone.
Right. What is your best advice for her as far as her feeling so alone?
You are so much stronger than you know.
She's
Listen to
oh, go
your
ahead.
heart. I keep getting like the people on earth, they think with their head a lot and they're not thinking with their heart a lot, and you don't let that sway you. You feel like you have to think with your head more, and you don't. You have to listen to your heart more.
Right. She sometimes feels like she doesn't know what her purpose is. Can you tell her a little bit about the purpose that she undertook when she decided to come to Earth?
Your purpose is to be as social as you can be and talk to as many people as you can and gain as much human experience as you can.
It sounds like her purpose is very literally to just come to Earth and be a human and just experience as much of it as she can.
Yes.
So absolutely no way for her to make a wrong decision.
Correct.
Yeah. What can you tell her about the experience that she's been having for the last 10 years where she has to pee all the time? Why is that?
There's a little bit of trauma, but she needs to figure out how to funnel energy through better.
Are you essentially saying that she is receiving, she is processing and transmuting a lot of energy, and that she hasn't quite figured out how to do that in the most efficient way possible? And so physically, it manifests as her urinating constantly because her physical body wants to get rid of this energy as she processes it. And that's just the easiest way for her physical body to release it.
Yes.
What can she start doing to release the energy in a way that is just more conducive to her everyday life, and that releases the energy more efficiently and things of that nature?
She needs to connect with the people on the purple planet more.
How can she go about doing that?
She needs to meditate more.
So maybe starting off as just the simple intention to connect with them on that planet and just allowing it to evolve and progress from there, however it unfolds naturally.
Yes.
Okay. I imagine that it would probably also be helpful for her to set an intention to just unconsciously be releasing energy in her everyday life effortlessly in ways other than having to urinate. Telling herself every time she gets in the car, she's releasing any stored up energy that no longer serves her. And she can go on a walk and tell herself, I'm going to go on a walk right now and release any energy that no longer serves me. I'm ready to release and let it go with, love and gratitude. Would doing those things in her everyday life also be helpful?
Yes. And a vocal release.
tell me more about that vocal release. Why is that important?
Because it comes from the center of her. And
Why is
it,
oh, go ahead.
it shakes her whole body.
Oh, the vibration. Oh,
the
yeah.
vibration.
Okay. Maybe movement along that same thought process of the vibration and the movement helping, I guess. Physical movement might help as well, dancing, going for a walk, hiking, yoga, things like that. What can you tell her about the anger that she's been experiencing? Where does that come from, and what can she do to address it?
It comes from expectations. And she can address it by writing it down. She can't let it fester inside.
So it sounds like there's an element of holding on to her feelings and her truth that is making that anger harder for her to process.
Yes.
How can she let go of it in a healthy way?
With baking and affirmations.
Okay. Is there also an element of um, needing to hold better boundaries or set different boundaries that would help, or is that something that she's already been addressing?
She's already been addressing. That's why people constantly come in and out of her life, is because she's setting those boundaries.
And what would your best in advice be for her moving forward as far as boundaries and processing her anger differently? What would your advice be for those things, just generally speaking?
Don't bottle it inside and talk to as many people as possible. That's why you're here.
So really just remembering that her purpose, it sounds like anytime she's feeling, blocked or stuck or frustrated, just reminding herself that she's almost, no matter what she's doing, she already is serving her purpose, and that everything really is in like divine perfect order, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any blockages present for her as far as being able to access her higher self and her spirit team and things of that nature?
No.
Is any perceived blockage then just a perception on her end that is not necessarily true or accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other advice or information that you'd like to give Emily today?
No, just to be yourself.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for all of your help and information. I know that Emily is really going to appreciate it, and I really appreciate you coming through today. I'm going to ask the higher self to step back now and allow Emily to integrate back into her body, back into full awareness, gentle and slow, allowing her to come fully back into her physical body now. Your eyes still closed, feeling your energy return now to the present day and time, becoming more aware of your physical body, aware of your surroundings, anchoring your energy body back into your physical experience, starting to move your arms and your hands your fingers, wiggling your toes, feeling the remnants of that divine energy still flowing through you, feeling so relaxed, comfortable, and safe. Sending gratitude to everyone who participated in your session today. Slowly coming back to your 3D awareness. And now, opening your eyes, stretching, moving, integrating back into your current reality.